Hey guys, so if you're watching this video, chances are you are somewhat interested in selling used books on Amazon to make extra money, but you don't quite know enough about it to know if it's something that you would like doing. So my goal for this video is to give you a bird's eye view of what this business looks like. And that way you can take that information and decide if it's something that you would enjoy doing or not. So the first thing you should be asking is, why get involved in selling used books on Amazon to begin with? For myself, I have owned a number of companies over the years. I used to own an ice cream truck here in the city. I had a digital marketing company. I also have bought and sold things from thrift stores and garage sales to make extra money, which is something I still do, which I really enjoy. But the thing that I find about selling used books on Amazon is it's a really easy business to learn. There's not a lot of capital required, which is awesome. You do need a little bit of money because you're going to need to buy the used books, but they're not very expensive. You don't need a lot of equipment to do this kind of a business. Also, when you're looking for books, you're going to know right then and there whether or not that book is going to be popular, whether or not it's going to sell, and roughly how much profit you'll make on the book. So you're not guessing. And a lot of other businesses, you're guessing whether or not it's going to work. There's really good profit potential with this business. Yesterday, for example, I had a book. I bought it used for $4.80. It sold for $77. Once Amazon took their fees and I paid back myself the $4.80, my profit was $51, which is awesome. Also, you do not need to deal with customers. For myself, selling used items on Facebook Marketplace, you're always going back and forth with the customer, trying to find first a price that works for them, second a location to meet them, and you don't need to do that on Amazon, which is great. So those are some of the things that I really like about selling used books on Amazon. So the very, very bird's eye view of this business, you're going to be going to thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and bookstores. Different areas where you can get low-cost books that are in high demand. You're going to buy them. You're going to do a little bit of prep work. You're going to put them in a box, ship them to Amazon, and once a customer sees that book and buys it, Amazon is going to package that book. They're going to ship it to the customer. They're going to take some fees from that sale, and then they're going to send you the rest of the money that's left, okay? So that's the very bird's eye view. So now let's dive into it a little bit closer. The first thing you need to do in this business is open up your Amazon seller account. It's easy to do. You provide some basic information. Amazon says it takes about 2 weeks. In my experience, it took about a week for my Amazon seller account to be approved. The Amazon seller account, basically what it does, it lets you sell items on Amazon, on their platform. Step 2, once you have your Amazon seller account, you're gonna wanna go and find used books, okay? So, like I said before, there's a few different places where you can find these used books. The first area that I would look is thrift stores. In the city that I live in, there's 3 thrift stores. There's 2 Salvation Armies and 1 Value Village. I don't like the Salvation Armies. I find that the books, they're not replenished very often. However, the Value Village, there's lots of books there, and it seems like the turnaround on them is pretty good. You're gonna go into Value Village. You're going to go to the used books. You're not going to look for fiction books because fiction books, the price on them is, they're usually mass produced, so they don't sell for very much, and there's not enough profit potential there for you to make money. You're going to mostly be looking for non-fiction books and textbooks. So go to those sections in Value Village. You're gonna have an app on your phone. The app, it can either be the Amazon Seller Central app, or you can use a third-party app. I myself use an app called Scoutly. You scan the barcode on the back of the book, and once you scan it, the app is going to tell you, first of all, how in demand that item is. It's gonna tell you basically whether or not it's selling well. If you're using Scout IQ, it'll give you more data. It'll kind of give you an idea of how many books have sold in the last 6 months. It'll also show you the different prices of what the used books are selling for. And finally, it'll let you put in the cost that you're going to buy the book for, and it will show you how much your profit will be on that book, okay? So you're gonna go into the store, you're gonna scan all the books that are nonfiction, either using the Amazon Seller app or Scout IQ. You're gonna know whether or not you should buy that book, okay? You do this for all the books, then take the books, buy them, bring them home. The next step is, once you have a stack of books, you want to get them listed on Amazon. There's a couple different ways to do this. You can either do it through the Amazon Seller Central website on your computer, or you can use a third-party app. When you're just starting out, I recommend using Amazon Seller Central. But basically what you're doing is you are putting in how much you want to sell the book for. You're also going to be printing off a label to put on the back of your book. Once this book sells, they're going to be able to scan it and understand who to give the profit to. So that's the prep work. Once you prep your books, you put them in a box, you put a shipping label on the box, and you ship the books to Amazon. One thing that I was worried about when I started this business was, how much is it going to cost me to ship these books from my house to Amazon? The nice thing is, Amazon partners with local shipping carriers, and you can ship your products for a really low price. So I just shipped a box today. It had 37 books in it. It weighed about 50 pounds, and it cost $21 Canadian to ship to Ontario. So when you work that out per book, it's about 60 cents per book. So shipping isn't a big cost. The other nice thing is, the $21, it wasn't actually charged to my credit card. Basically what happens is that goes against my seller account, and the books that I'm selling and the profit I'm making will just go towards paying off my, I guess, debt with Amazon, that $21 debt. So you actually don't need money for that part, which is nice. Once those books are shipped to Amazon, they get your package, they sort through the books, they get them into their inventory, and then you just wait. You check your Amazon seller account. You'll be able to see daily if a book has sold, how many books have sold. You'll also be able to go into the app and see, once the book has sold, how much was sent to you from Amazon. And if you know how much you paid for the book, then you'll be able to figure out how much your profit was. One other thing I want to mention, there's two different options how you can fulfill the orders by your customers. So one is called FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon. Basically what that means is, you'll take all your products, you'll ship them to Amazon, and once that product sells, they'll package it and they'll send it to the customer. They're dealing with the customer. The other option is, you can keep all your inventory at your house or a warehouse or wherever you want to keep it. And once that product sells, you're going to package it and you'll ship it to the customer. I prefer to do FBA, and there's two different reasons. First, people who are shopping on Amazon really like FBA. Basically, it allows them to get the prime shipping and the 2-day shipping, or 1 day, or whatever that looks like wherever you live. Because of that, you're able to charge a little bit more than you would if you were selling it from your house. Usually I charge $7 or $8 more than someone who was selling a used book at their house. The second reason why I like selling through Amazon FBA is that in Canada, shipping is really expensive. And for me to ship a book from my house to a customer is somewhere between $17 and $19, maybe $20. And if you're charging that to the customer on Amazon for a shipping fee, the customer doesn't like that. They're likely just going to buy from someone who's selling on Amazon Prime. Unless you're selling a textbook where you can charge the customer $5 or $10 shipping, you can eat the other $10 cost to ship it and still make enough profit that it's okay for you to ship the book yourself. So you've got a couple of different options how you can fulfill the orders. So this is a very bird's eye view of the business. It's really just a general video to give you a bird's eye view of what this business looks like. If you're interested in learning more about this, I'm going to be making videos every week, long form videos every week, and then short form videos every couple days, just to give you hints and tips on what's working for me. So make sure to subscribe or follow if you're watching this on TikTok, and we will see you in a future video.